If you're into photography, especially portrait photography, then Manny Ortiz might be one of your favorite YouTube channels. Manuel Ortiz is the man behind this popular YouTube channel. His story is both interesting and inspiring. In this video, I'll tell you how Manny's love for photography started, how he learned photography on his own, how he started his YouTube channel, and how he quit his police job to become a full-time photography YouTuber. So, now let's start from the beginning. Manuel Ortiz, aka Manny Ortiz, hails from Chicago, Illinois, U.S. At a young age, he wasn't interested in photography but wanted to grow up to become a police officer, as he thought it to be a fun, exciting, and prestigious career. He studied for an Associate of Arts, General Studies degree, from 2007 to 2010, from Wilbur Wright College in Chicago, Illinois. Once, Manny and his friends stumbled upon a Christmas sale where two Canon Rebel T3 cameras with kit lens were sold for $400, and as both of them were car lovers, they bought these cameras to take photos of their cars. Manny started photographing everything and fell in love with photography and loved learning the technical aspect of it. Prior to having this Canon Rebel T3, he used to take photos with CyberShot and disposable cameras, but they couldn't ignite his love for photography. At the time, Manny used to work as a school security guard and started visiting the computer lab to print out lighting and flash diagrams and photography blog posts, and used to sit at his desk and study them. He also learned photography by doing free photo shoots and watching tutorials on YouTube. He learned photography on his own and never took a photography class. Manny was influenced by many photography YouTubers like Matt Granger, Tony and Chelsea, Jared Pollan, Ted Forbes, and Kai W. He started with cityscape photography in Chicago and later started doing portrait photography by taking photos of his wife, Diana. Manny realized portrait photography to be more fun than cityscape photography because, unlike in cityscape photography, he used to get instant feedback and gratification from his subjects in the portrait photography. Prior to getting into photography, Manny was a gym rat, but due to time constraints, he gave up gym for photography. From December 2012, he started working as a freelance photographer in the greater Chicago area, and for 2 years, he shot quinceañeras and weddings. Manny quit wedding photography, even though it paid well, because he couldn't handle the pressure of the service aspect of wedding photography and started focusing on YouTube. At the time, he was working full-time as a police officer in the city of Chicago and used to do photography on the side. He also started working on YouTube as a hobby. Manny started his first YouTube channel by the name Manny Ortiz on February 16, 2010. He later renamed his channel to Beards and Gear and later to Manny Ortiz. He started working seriously on this channel after his video on his old Nikon D600 became popular. At the time, Sony cameras were popular, and so he started publishing videos on them, and his videos too became popular, and he started earning more from his channel than his police job. After working for 4 years in law enforcement, Manny was unhappy with the politics at his job and became completely uninterested in his job. So, he quit his job and became a full-time YouTuber in 2016. He also stopped doing client photography work. Diana saw potential in Manny's YouTube career and supported him. Also, he got mentored by Roberto Blake and Jared Pollan in the transition of becoming a full-time YouTuber. As Manny kept using copyrighted music in his videos, his YouTube channel got permanently demonetized in 2018. At the time, he had 60K subscribers. So, he started working on his second channel, which is also named Manny Ortiz. Currently, he has 716K subscribers on this channel. He earns from ads, sponsorships, and affiliate marketing. He sells portrait retouching course and presets through his website and also sells Beauty Dish softbox. Manny was a Sony ambassador. His favorite full-frame camera is a Sony Alpha 1 mirrorless camera, and the main camera with which he shoots his videos is a Sony ZV-E1 mirrorless camera. He finds most of his models for portrait photography on Instagram and uses Pinterest for ideas and inspiration. Now, let's take a brief look at his personal life. Manny is married to Diana and has a daughter, Adriana, and a stepson. Manny was diagnosed with ADHD and used to suffer with social anxiety to the extent that he used to cancel photo shoots, but later, he learned to manage the anxiety. He lives in Chicago and is an introvert. So, how are you inspired by Manny Ortiz's story? Please comment below. If you are into reading, I've also written his story on my website, which I'm linking in this video's description. If you are interested in more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.